Why is it that most of us struggle to make a living doing what we love? It's because the skills required to run a profitable business are usually not the same skills that spark the passion in the first place, which leaves most of us feeling overwhelmed, confused, and broke. There is a better way, and this podcast will explore all of the ways that you can create a profitable business that empowers you with time and the financial freedom that you deserve. Welcome to the Ben Herman Show.
Let's go ahead and get into a quick interview and conversation with Sam Simperi. He is based out of Toronto, Canada, and is the proud owner of Soiree Entertainment. And he's become a licensed partner also just around, actually at the same time as Greg. So again, both of these guys kind of pushed me to do it a lot sooner than I was ready to do, because I had just kind of shared that idea. I was like, yeah, I think I want to do this. It sounds kind of like a cool idea. What do you guys think? And they're like, dude, do it now. And I was like, well, I wasn't really thinking about doing it until the fourth quarter of 2022, which is like this quarter, right? And they actually, I'm not even going to say forced me. I'll say motivated me to release it in the first quarter instead. So, so what's up, Sam? How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm good. How you doing, Ben?
Good. So Sam was another person that actually met with us in Las Vegas. He also attended the Wedding MBA, so me have seen him there inside of some of the workshops or the hallways, and then also joined us for the mastermind afterwards. What were some big takeaways that you got from the private mastermind for the licensed partners?
First and foremost, it was really nice to meet everyone live and direct for the first time, as opposed to, seeing each other on a screen. So that was really cool. I would say up until now, I've only been looking at the future, where I might see myself in a year's time, where the mastermind had us think outside the box a little bit and give you kind of like a 3-year outlook on the company. And with that, showing or teaching us how to work backwards. So let's say, you want to have an office building, for example, in 3 years. Now you're going to put, the pieces in place to get there and work backwards to today so that you can work to strive to achieve that.
Yeah.
So that would be the biggest takeaway from the mastermind for me.
Gotcha. Yeah, cool. Nice, man. So I'm curious to find out, what has been the biggest standout things that you value being a part of the partnership?
I would say, thinking off the top of my head, community is one really big thing that, for example, there's software that Serato uses for lighting called SoundSwitch. Greg's going to help me set that up. Something else in Serato, which I've never used to date, which are smart crates. When we were hanging out last week, he physically showed me how to use them, where you could benefit from it. I mean, yeah, you can get that through forums and so forth, but we've been able to jump on a private Zoom, screen sharing and tossing ideas back and forth. So that's something really, really big that's helping me. And then I guess on the business side, one huge thing for me is the automations that I have. We have so many automations in place that I don't have to physically remember, oh shoot, I didn't get back to this person. It's on AutoPilot, which is good. And it's funny because you don't realize how many emails go out until you go to your sent folder and you're scrolling through. I'm like, oh wow, this is working. So,
all the follow-ups and all that kind of stuff, right? Yeah, for sure. Even the customer emails too, because we can't forget about those. There's a lot of customer emails that have to go out to make sure that these folks feel taken care of, like you haven't forgotten about them. You're providing an awesome customer service experience.
Yeah, and the best part is they think that you're physically writing to them as that follow-up. Oh, thanks so much, Sam. Yeah, we're on, finishing our timeline.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's pretty
awesome.
Cool. They think that it's you, and then obviously you'll do a manual reply back. Yeah, that's been really cool. And then also to tie into the automations, but the CRM software options that are out there and you kind of showing us a proper way on how to use it. depending on what CRM you're using. Those were really big takeaways. And then the consultations that we do, having a script to kind of follow, in the early stages. Now it's pretty much, you can pretty much do, like Greg and I have like a very natural flow to it now that we've had so many consultations with the script that we received. So
do you feel like you saw an improvement from like the way that you did things before booking clients to utilizing this actual system and process?
I do, because before it was more or less freestyling it. Now you've got like a beginning, middle, and end. Like let's say even just for the consultations.
It's very methodical, right? Like now, because you see behind the curtain, so it's like hard for, let's say, for Epic to understand what we're talking about here. But if we were to peel back the curtain a little bit, right, to give them some insight, it's like it's not just a beginning, middle, and end, but there's literally like a lot of mythology put into this that sets up the sale, so that way we get the best result towards the end, where they're actually excited about booking versus apprehensive. Right. So there's a lot of things that you have to do up front, I feel like, in the conversation, that if you don't hit those certain benchmarks, you're reducing the chances of that booking actually coming through.
True. And then even like you say, like on the back end, the way that you've optimized our websites, these leads are coming in and they're booking a consultation without me even sending a single email out. Whereas other business coaches that I've learned from, and this might sound kind of funny, but they say, you've got that 5-minute window to reply back to that prospect. Otherwise, they could be, sending an email out to another DJ entertainment company.
Right? Yeah,
so
for sure.
It's funny. It's funny you say that, Sam, because right after the call yesterday, I got a lead that came in. I did absolutely nothing. This morning, they scheduled a consultation. I did nothing.
Yeah.
But he thinks I responded to him within that 5-minute window. And he scheduled a consultation. So
love it.
Spot on, right on.
That's awesome.
And prior to this system, you might laugh at me, but I used to be so OCD that if I was on the road, I would literally pull over to get back to that client. I'm not even lying. Just to keep it within that 5-minute window. Now that automation's in place, I forget where I was for dinner. I think on Monday. But I'm like, oh yeah, I don't even have to reply to this. And then I got another notification that they booked a consultation.
Awesome. I know that, like, you guys both know, again, I mean, you guys have gone through the entire process, that the accelerator is a fraction of an investment of the partnership, right? Do you feel like it was worth it?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I feel every step I've taken with you was worth it, from the first, initial investment to the workshop, which wasn't large. It was more than the free one from the Wedding MBA, but it wasn't large.
We can be transparent. Back then it was only $37.
$37, I think. Yeah. But of course, you got me. I bought the script. I spent a little more than $37.
Oh, okay, gotcha. We even make the script available to these guys because they didn't go through the funnel.
Right. So see. Man, I want a refund, Ben. No,
no, they didn't even get the script. They don't even know about the script.
Okay. I thought you said you made it.
That's something I'll have to share sometime later, maybe. You might get an email from me at some point, maybe Black Friday.
Right. But then into the accelerator, I went through that whole entire thing, not feeling like I had, I was coming from Joe Bunn webinars that are 45 minutes. And then, when we first went through the workshop, we were going 3 hours, a day. And I was like, whoa, that, the first day was worth $37, right? So, and then through the accelerator, I felt like I got every dollar worth that I put into that, obviously, because from that, we pushed you into starting this. So
that's the funny part, man. It's like, that's crazy. Yeah. So thank you again so much, Sam and Greg, for just, again, being willing to share your authentic and your real experience with folks. And Greg, I just want to give you a special shout out, man, for showing up for all 3 days. I mean, I'm so grateful, man. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to The Ben Herman Show. We hope you got a ton of value from this episode. Here's a bonus. He who said money can't buy happiness hasn't given enough away. Would you be willing to help someone you've never met if it provided you fulfillment and didn't cost any money? If so, would you please take just 10 seconds to leave an honest review so that someone can make a better informed decision on giving this podcast a chance? Your review could help someone find the answer they have always been searching for and change their life forever. Either way, we hope to catch you on the next episode of The Ben Herman Show.
'Cause I got high hopes.